Son, what in the heck are on your feet? Your older sister's shoes. Good golly, what does this world come to? Something wrong with that child. Mod list, by the way, if you're stopping in for the first time, you see anything you like on my truck or any of the trucks, there are modification lists with links to all the products that we have placed on these trucks in the description below, broken up into year, model, truck, all the good stuff. Just thought I'd mention that, even my wheels and tires. All I know is Dad's over at the property, so we are going to make tracks and get over there and try to see if I can get some kind of footage together. What is up, loud and proud crowd? Hope you guys are doing fantastic. We're going to be going over to help out my dad here for a little bit. Don't really know what we're going to be doing, so I'm not going to say anything, but I'm going to try to get you guys some kind of footage today. We have a couple things we'd like to do. It just kind of depends on what we can do. You know, Dad's got to get stuff done. I want to get other stuff done and want to go hunting this afternoon. I actually went hunting yesterday, which by the time you see this video, it'll be 2 days ago, and saw, you know, where I hunt in Indiana, I hunt within an urban zone, so our season opens up September 15th, and you have to tag a doe before you can shoot an antler deer, so it's called earn a buck. You know, I know why they do it. It's for population's sake, because some guys will only buck hunt and they won't harvest any does in hope with population stuff. But in our area, like, we do not have like an extreme overpopulated area of deer, like, you know, whatever. But anyway, so I go out, and of course the first thing I see, 4 nice bucks come walk out right in front of me at 50 yards, and I'm like, so anyways, that's how that went. It's still just a really good feeling to know that they're there, they're active. I haven't been on the property in so many months, and so I think that has a big thing to do with why there's actually deer there and there's deer using the property. And if you guys want to see my hunts, check out Brotherhood Outdoors. I'll leave that right here. That's my hunting channel. That's where I film my hunts. Every time I film a hunt, if there's any kind of activity, deer, a harvest, anything like that, I film all that stuff and document it for that channel as well. So if you guys are into the outdoors and trucks, I got you covered both ways. So let's go over to the property and get some work done. By the way, if you guys are into my head unit, my speakers, my gauges, all that stuff, tow mirrors, that stuff's all down there as well. Absolutely love these gauges. These are glow ship gauges. A lot of guys will absolutely, you know, hate the crap out of them, but I honestly haven't found a reason to hate them so far. I mean, everything reads off good. Everything is very responsive. So far so good. I'm happy with them. Gotta love this site when you pull up. Bunch of diesel trucks lined up. Some of the best engines around, to be quite honest. Can you really have too many diesel trucks? Not likely. And there's still 2 more sitting at the house. I just thought I'd line them up, get a couple pictures, which if you're not following me on Instagram and Snapchat, what are you doing, bro? Add me. That's where it's at. We're getting ready to go pick up some food Dad just ordered, but he said that we can take the first gen, so we're gonna try to get a couple little clips driving this down the road, but right now, yeah, it's probably toasty in there. It's probably very toasty in that truck. I gotta put my rangefinder in there. You're gonna go hunting tonight? We're gonna try to go hunting tonight. The only suck thing is freaking first day yesterday, I saw 4 bucks. 3 of them were nice, and by law we have to tag a doe before we're even eligible for a buck. So, you know, just one of those deals. And go figure, in a zone you have that law, the first thing you see are 4 decent bucks, 3 of them shooters. These GoPros, man, you even look at a mic funny and the audio sucks. Like randomly in the other video the other day, audio, I didn't tell you, but that video you filmed with the 7.3, audio completely cut out when we did the sound clip driving down the road. Shut off, got no audio, which was the highlighted clip of the whole video. Let's start up here. Sometimes she starts pretty rough. Barely, but she made it, boys. First off, the gauges are absolutely horrible on this thing, the way they're angled. But there's no RPM gauge on the first gen. What the heck? Around this thing is so much smoother than it was. steering on these are so like, just so like, I don't know, there's no feel to it, so it's like, it's weird. It's kind of like driving our 4320. Just kind of steering wheel, kind of spins around, but you don't really get any feel through it. Such smooth power, guys. Just thought I'd get a little first gen for you guys today. Well, I finally have a little bit of an idea as to what I want to do, so now that I've been here several hours, not really doing too much, I'm going to get over to the house and work on the new second gen. So that's what we're gonna do. So this is the new old Dodge, or the old new Dodge, whichever way you want to look at it. But what we're gonna be doing here today is I'm thinking about taking off the rear bumper, just trying to get a couple of things done that I think we might have to get done. And I think the rear bumper is one of those things that we might want to get done. So I'm going to take off the rear bumper if I can. And then I also want to, in the Lear cap, which by the way, if there's anybody in the Northeast Indiana area that wants to come grab this thing for 50 bucks, you can come pick it up, it's yours. The hydraulic or assisting shocks on the rear thing do not work. And the paint's a little bit faded, but for 50 bucks you can just repaint it. But anyways, I'm going to also be trying to take off the lashes on the four corners, or the 6 points that are holding it down. May possibly be taking off the tail lights and undoing the wiring harnesses, so that basically just prepping everything to where the bed will be ready to come off pretty soon here. So that's what we're trying to do, so that we can get to fuel tank straps and fuel lines and a new, lift pump and framework, all that stuff. So the bed's got to get dealt with on this thing. So that's what we are going to try to do. So I'm probably going to also take the truck out and turn it around and pull it in, so that, when we do got to take the bed off, or we got to take the cap off, or so on and so forth, the truck's the right direction. So that's what I'm going to do right now. See if we can get this all turned around and sorted out, and get to doing a little bit of work on this. That thing starts up so much better just with the idle bumped up. You guys know how it started before. If you let it sit a day, it would just crank and crank and crank and crank. It would not, it did not want to fire up. And if you put it in gear, it stalled out because it was at 200 RPMs and drive. So glad that it actually starts up now. So even with the fuel line leaks, it still fires up just as fast as my truck used to, until I bumped up my idle. Now mine fires up even faster, but still fires up just as fast as mine used to, and it's at least drivable. So all good things. So we're gonna get to doing right now, like I said, bumper and all that good stuff. So probably just going to sit you guys up on some time lapse here and see if we can get some stuff done. I feel pretty accomplished right now. For the time that I had less than 2 hours to do this, because I got to go hunting here in a little bit, and I'm trying to film for 2 channels, my hunting channel as many days as I can now, and this channel, both full-time. So schedules are getting even tighter yet, but it's all good. I love it all. Very happy, very blessed, very thankful. Got all this done. I got the cap off I got the taillights disassembled with the wiring ran through and out, which I need to just check it all over again just to make sure all the wiring's out. I got the bumper off because it was getting pretty rusty, and there's some rust for sure under there that needs taken care of without a doubt. So we will address all these wires and everything else and try to figure out what's what. But it's just good to know that another day by and a little bit further on the truck here. So to be quite honest with you, I wasn't sure what I was going to be able to get done today in terms of truck stuff, but I was able to squeeze something in, so I'm glad that I was able to get something done. By the way, if there's anybody interested in this four-wheeler Arctic Cat 1000, if anybody wants to make a reasonable offer on this thing, it's only got 250 miles on the thing. Like, we bought it brand new and just haven't had a lot of use for it recently. Now, deer season's in, so there might be a time or two when we're like, oh, it'd be nice to have the four-wheeler. But for the most part, like, we just drive a truck back there. Like, it's just through the field, so it's not a big deal to us. But anyways, if there's anybody interested in that, it's an 2014 Arctic Cat 1000 with about 250 miles on it. We put on the aftermarket bumpers, brush guards, gun racks, winch, all those goodies. So yeah, low miles, low hours, and just a good machine. But if you want to make an offer, definitely hit me up and get my email, and we can talk. And then for the truck, it's starting to look better. Believe it or not, this is looking better. So, and I had a bunch of guys ask, they said, what's the condition of the cap? Because they might have been interested. And it's not horrible. I mean, it's not like mint. I mean, there's a couple scratches from the guy. He said he had kayaks up on here all the time. So there's that stuff. You'd have to take these out. These are just there to hang the kayaks and tie them down. But, yeah, other than that, I mean, for the most part, this thing would not be hard to salvage. I mean, all you'd have to do, maybe do a little bit of sanding, and get Chrysler OEM paint to whatever Dodge color you may have, and tape off the windows and the glass and with paper and tape it off, and then spray the thing, and you've got a nice cap. We would seriously give the thing away for 50 bucks. If you guys want to get the thing, it's in great shape. 50 bucks, you can take it, come pick it up. We're in Northeast Indiana. If you hit me up, I'll actually try to give you guys a little bit closer address to where we'd be able to meet up, and you could have it, or get to our place. But for safety reasons, we're not going to pass out our address unless there's actually somebody absolutely serious in it and they want to email us about it. So anyways, 50 bucks, whoever comes first, it's yours. I've had a couple guys message, but yeah, there's the condition. Just some faded paint, a couple light scratches, but nothing bad. So got this all done. Dad's probably going to get over here and he's going to be like, how are you done? Because I told him I was probably going to need his help, but I didn't ever text him back to let him know, but definitely got that done. So here's the 7.3. We got a lot of trucks. So I got Dad out here. We're gonna get what he feels about the truck actually saying Ford and not the Dude Mobile in the straight pipe. Was it worth doing?
There's three things about the truck since last time I drove it earlier in the week. The Ford, the straight pipe, and then the running boards, or the step sides are off.
Yeah.
And those are Westons. I mean, I remember paying quite a bit of money for them, but one thing I didn't like about them was, one thing, the brackets rusted out, but that is what it is. Actually,
it was just the side of the truck.
Fine, actually,
yeah,
where it
mounted on the truck.
I didn't like how they were up a little bit too high either for me personally. So, but I mean, I honestly, I love it. I love the way it sounds now. I love the way it looks. So I think we got another little mod coming for the front end area here.
I was telling Dad, there's these brackets right here, right? There's about a 3.5-inch, 4-inch gap back behind, and it'd be perfect for some lighting accessory to go back behind there. So that might be happening. That'd be cool. I actually just emailed a company about free light bars. So nice. We'll see. Who knows?
No, but in all seriousness, I mean, I think by getting a lift and some new tires and some paint, and then some suspension work in the back for when you have a heavy trailer, other than that, I think we're pretty good for a while. Holy crap!
Look any difference since you saw it last?
Yeah. Now how are we gonna get that? I mean, the bed's
it looks better. Believe it or not, it looks better. Just having this thing off there. I told everybody 50 bucks if they want to come pick this thing up. If they're serious about it, email us.
Yeah, and the other thing too is if somebody is wanting like those
running boards.
Not the Dodge ones. I mean, the Dodge ones are pretty much, in my opinion, junk, but somebody might have value for them. They are. But these Westons here off the
I told him the running boards are actually in really good shape. It's just, I mean, there's rust there. That's part of the truck. It's just.
That's just part of the truck. But if you take that off, it's still just slap 7.3.
Little sanding and sand and spray can of black paint, you're good. You are good.
But yeah, this looks really good. So what I'm excited to do with this now, next key project, which will give us a lot more stuff to do with this, is get this bed off of here. And then once the bed's off, then did you drop the tire by chance?
I didn't, yeah.
So we'll drop the tire and then try to take the bed off, and then after that we can start working on rear differential, drop the fuel tank, put maybe some sort of fuel pump in there because the lines need replaced anyway.
Yeah.
And then we'll work on shocks.
Fuel tank straps are going to be under there, and they're just about shot like mine were.
And then just kind of get it all prepped and ready to go. Not like a huge rush, but if we can get it all prepped, ready to go, and then that way.
Chassis saver it too.
Yep, have it ready for, and then we'll try to get that sway bar fixed too while we're underneath there, and probably a new emergency brake cable just because that one's snapped off. And get it ready for eventually some body work.
Yeah.
I'm probably not going to rush on the body work because there's some stuff under the hood.
At least we've only got
that I want to do.
half a truck to paint.
And really, the only main part that's going to require any attention is this.
Yeah, seriously, the other side looks really good. It's basically just a lower door panel, rocker, and fender on this side, which I don't know how this fender's needs replaced. After seeing, I didn't think it was like this bad they could just sand, but there's a holes through there, so that the panel needs replaced, just this panel, but there's like 4 bolts and it comes off. You can just order those in. It's not a hard job at all. Anyways, guys, that is going to wrap up this video. I did happen to crack the lens on my GoPro, which is very unfortunate, but I'm pretty sure it only cracked the safety lens and not the actual lens, so we should be good. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. If you did enjoy this, definitely leave a thumbs up. Leave your comments below. If you have not joined the family yet, please subscribe, and we'll catch you guys tomorrow. Peace.
Doing what I love, going day to day, but I know it takes time and I'm patiently waiting. Sometimes I contemplate, cause one day you feel so close and the next is out of sight. But I know I gotta hold on tight to go back to just going out every night. Like if I'm about to let it go now, I can live alright, live a normal life, doing 9 to 5. But I know I'm more than that. I gained this skill, wasn't born with that. At the end of the life, it's a memory.